a Gilmore Girl guessing game today. And we need your help. We'll be guessing all sorts of stuff. I know it's dark. It's dark. We also have to close the car. I know. You guys are like, why are we hanging out in the dark? But we are. We're doing this. We're hanging out in the dark. We're going to be going on a walk. But we're going to be playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game tonight. And I just had to shut the car because I did not shut the car. The car is now officially shut. I'm pretty sure my keys are in the house. Well, we'll find out later. Colin has a car keys in worst case. Okay, friends, we're going to be playing the 20 questions of Gilmore. 20 questions of Gilmore. Are you ready to play? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to play. It's the who, what, where, when, and why of Gilmore. Hello, hello, hello. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to play. And as soon as you drop your 1 in the chat, start asking your questions. Start asking them questions. Okay, go for it. The who, what, where, when, why of Gilmore Girls. 20 questions or more. As many as you need. Is it a person? Yes. It is a person. We're playing the 20 questions of Gilmore Girls guessing game. As we walk the dog. Hello, hello. If you're a Gilmore Girl fan, this is the game for you. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game tonight. Is it male? Yes, it is male. That's Katie. Katie, say hi, Katie. Katie's very shy. She's very serious. Playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. My name is Valerie. I used to work on Gilmore Girls. I was the key set costumer on the show, and I share a lot of fun facts from behind the scenes. And when I go live on YouTube, I've been playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. Does this person make their own movies? No. They do not. But that is a good question to ask. We know this person is a male. We don't know how old they are. We don't know if we see them on camera. We don't know if they speak. We don't know if they are anything about them. Do they work with food? No. You have an English Mastiff? Aw. For those of you just joining, my name is Valerie. I used to work on Gilmore Girls, and we're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. This game, if you're a Gilmore Girl fan, you'll be able to play it very easily. If not, you might be able to help. It's a who, what, where, when, and why. Anything related to the television show Gilmore Girls. If you're not a Gilmore Girl fan, you can still play, but you might not get to the very end of each question. But if you get close, you'll get credit. Not that it has anything. Yeah. Does he have his own business? No. Any other thing not related will be muted. Well, as long as it's not mean or cruel. If it's related to the dog and they're kind, you can keep it. That's all right. You can also help with, like, we're trying to figure out who this person is. We don't know how old they are. You could ask questions like that. You can help narrow down what this person might look like, what they might do. Do we hear them? Do we see them? Yeah. Hello from Brazil. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game tonight. Is he a teacher? No. No, not a teacher. Tonight we're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. My name is Valerie. I worked on Gilmore Girls and I share a lot of fun facts from behind the scenes. So if you are a Gilmore Girl fan, you might be able to play this game with us. Is he a musician? Yes. He is a musician. Are you also a Gilmore Girl fan? Is he young? No, he's not young. Is he part of Hepalien? No, he's not part of Hepalien. You think I'm gonna make this easy for you? You gotta figure out who it is. Crossing. Does he speak Spanish? They do not speak Spanish, no. I don't know if there's any male musicians on Gilmore Girls that have been known to speak Spanish. You know what? They're all hard. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Valerie. I used to work on Gilmore Girls. This is Katie and we are walking. Is he a bozo? Is he a clown? No, not a clown. Wouldn't that be funny if it was? You're like, I'm a troll, but it'd be funny. Did you know that there's a character in Gilmore Girls named Luke? You're trying to be a clown and you're not. Okay, so we know this much about them. They are a musician, they are male, and they are not young. Which character? And they're also not in Hepalien. Who could they possibly be? Maybe figure out what type of music they create. Does he sing on the street? No. That is a good question. That is a good question. Ask what other instruments. Figure out what instrument. So we know he doesn't use his voice on the street. Does he sing rock music? No, he's not part of Hepalien. I'm like, what does Katie see? Is he part of Liz and TJ's wedding? No. Hello and welcome. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game tonight as we walk around, as we walk Katie. It's yes or no questions. I'm thinking of something. It's a who, what, where, when, and why. This one, it's a who. So far, we're at a person. They are male. They are a musician. They do not sing. They are not old. Is he in? Wait, did he come in more than one episode? Are they in more than one episode? Yes. What am I doing? Walking a dog? Playing a game. Thank you. She is a cute puppy. Yeah. So if you've ever watched the TV show Gilmore Girls, oh, do we see the person? Yes, we do see the person. This is Guy. You're saying that my dog has 2 years left in it? No. She's 2.5 years old. She definitely is older. She's younger than you think. She's on a short leash. You're buying a new dog. You should adopt. Is he tall? Average height. Is he Maury? No, but that's a good thought. I didn't even think it could have been Maury, but yeah, it's not Maury. Hello, Val. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. We're trying to figure out a person that's male in Gilmore Girls that is a musician. We could find out what instrument that they play. We know they don't sing. We also don't know where they're located. What locations they have worked in. Hello, Alvy. Hello, Alvia. This is what we know so far. Male, not young, not part of Pep Alien, musician, not a singer. They are not Maury. Well, that was a good one. They are not the town singer. They're not in Liz and TJ wedding. Now remember, you probably don't have enough information about this person to guess who they are yet. It's okay to ask. You adopted a dog. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Katie. 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 Hi, welcome. They wanted to say hi. You see Coyote, Katie? Aloha. So we're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. If you love the television show Gilmore Girls, you might be able to guess. It's a yes. She is on guard. There are definitely a lot of coyotes in this neighborhood. She's pulling me up hills, but you don't realize. Does he play guitar? No. Does not play guitar, but I think I like what you're going with. Try to figure out what they do play or what makes them musical. All we know is they are a musician, but what kind of musician are they? Katie's like, Where do you want to go? You want to go that way? Okay, we can go that way. Does the dog fetch? Yeah, she does. Not while we're on walks, though. Does the character fetch? No. The character we're thinking of doesn't, but the dog does. The hard part is getting my dog Katie to give you the toy. Although I have figured out a way to get her to give you the toy. You just, as she starts to hand it to you, as she's holding on tight with her jaw, you grab her arm, like you try to do a shake. Is he a songwriter? No, not a songwriter. Do they play piano? They do play piano. So they're not young, they play piano, but where do they play piano? Does he play some kind of trumpet? No, but that is a good question. Although I'm trying to think of who plays trumpet on Gilmore Girls. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, there could be a couple times where there were trumpets. So that is not an impossible one. Well, and actually 3 times I could think of a person that plays a trumpet. It's my dog. Do they play piano in the Gilmore Mansion? No, they do not. They don't play it in the Gilmore Mansion. But where else would they play it? It's my dog. Like, no, I'm just walking some random dog. I mean, I could have been walking a random dog. I guess that's a good question. Oh, just scroll to the beginning of the video. You got the technology. Check out my page. You'll see my face. It's not that hard, Thomas. Use your brain cells. This isn't about my face. I'm lighting my path so I can see. Is it Brad? It is Brad. Ding, 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 ding. Put a 1 in the chat. Let everyone know that we got the answer to our first question. We have the next one. Start asking your questions once you see those ones. Can my dog read tarot cards? Oh my God, that is funny. Joey, you might have made Joey, you probably don't even realize this, but you just made a reference to Gilmore Girls. Sort of. You probably don't even realize this, but there's a scene in Gilmore Girls where there's a dog that is owned by Lorelai Gilmore, and they have a scene where the dog has this spinny wheel, and then it's at a carnival, and you pay like $1, and the dog will then spin the wheel, and then the dog will stop. Maybe the dog doesn't spin. You spin the wheel, and the dog stops the wheel wherever the dog wants to stop the wheel. And on each of the spools, wherever the dog stops the wheel, is a fortune. So that is crazy. You probably didn't even realize. That is hysterical. But no, she doesn't. But Paul Anka did. Paul Anka dog did. Okay, everyone, put a 1 in the chat. The answer to that question has been revealed. It's me 101 got it with Brad, the piano player. Brad Ellis, who was our piano player on Gilmore Girls, was also a piano player on Glee. While on Gilmore Girls he didn't have any lines, he did have lines on Glee. And fun fact, he is in his world of playing piano, is very well known for a stage presentation thing that he did in New York in the old days called Forbidden Broadway, where they would spoof all of the Broadway shows that were going in that year. Did they play at Miss Patty's? They did play. They played at Miss Patty's. We're actually done with that one because the answer to the question has been revealed. It is Brad, the piano player, who played at Miss Patty's, who also played at he played at the hay bale maze. Everyone put 1s in the chat. Can you guys hear me okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Just drop the number 1 in the chat. Okay, great. We either must have such a very long delay. Good job to It's Me. What about the ukulele? I don't know. Was there anyone that played a ukulele on Gilmore Girls? I don't remember a ukulele player on Gilmore Girls, except for Brenda. Brenda was costume designer on Gilmore Girls, and during a year in the life, she started studying how to play ukulele, and so every week she'd play a ukulele song. Okay, is the next one a person? No. Next one is not a person. Okay, friends, if you're playing along, we're playing the who, what, when, where, and why of Gilmore Girls. Is the next one a place? No. The next one is also not a color. We're playing a yes or no guessing game, so any question you put in the chat will be interpreted as the game. I don't know that I have a favorite color, but the thing that we're guessing is not a color. I don't have a favorite. Bailey, how old are you? Is the next one a phrase? No. Hillary's like the only one holding it down. It's me, where are you? Help us out here. Is it a person? No, it is not a person. It's not a person, a place, or a phrase. But let's think of other things it could be. It could be person, place. It could be a thing. It could be an event. It could be a reference. It could be something that we see on the show, something we don't see on the show. It could be an animal. It's not an animal. Is it your dog? No. This is my dog. Yes. This is my dog. She's not a wolf. She's a dog. Is it an event? No. There were no wolves on Gilmore Girls, Christopher. There was a person named Christopher, but not that. So we don't know what it is yet. Okay, so it's not a person. It's not a place. It's not an event. Is it a clothing item? Yes, it is a clothing item. But what kind of clothing item is it? Hello, Allison. Is it a cat? It is not a cat, but it is a clothing item. So you have to think about what clothing item it is. Is it Nike? You don't have enough information about it to guess if it's Nike. It is not Nike. Does it keep you warm? It's not the purpose is not for warmth. Is it worn by a woman? Yes. Is it a cap? No. Is it a shirt? No. Is it socks? No. It is worn by a woman, which is kind of an important clue. You might want to figure out who wore it, but also when they wore it. Is it a coat? No. Is it a dress? No. Is it shoes? Yes. Is it worn by Suki? No. I don't know what that word is, Christopher. Is it cowboy boots? No. Is it worn by Lane? No. Although that is a good guess, Grandview, because there was a character that did wear cowboy boots, but it's not that. Maybe try to figure out which character it was worn. Is it high heels? No. We know it's shoes. I think what will help you is figuring out who wore it and when they wore it. Is it yellow boots? No, it is not yellow boots. I mean, technically, no, I don't think they were yellow. Ask if it's boots. And then, is it Lorelai? Did Lorelai wear it? Yes, Lorelai wore them. Can you ask, don't be so specific in your questions yet. Allison, ask your question again. Was it high heels? No. Was it pajamas? No. They are shoes. We know that much so far. They are shoes. But what type of shoes did Lorelai wear? Is it boots? It is boots. Now figure out when she wore the boots. That'll help you out. When is a very important question. When is probably more, was it, are they long boots? No, they're not long boots. Are they fishing waders? No, but that's very good. Good question, though. You're trying to remember. Okay, well, here's your options. Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A year in the life. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Those are your options. Ask those questions. You feel like she wore a lot of boots. I think if you figure out when she wore the boots, it will make sense. Were they Nikes? They were not Nikes. But are they high-heeled boots? No. They were not high-heeled boots. That's all right. Figure out when. Ask the questions. This is the question I want you guys to ask. Ask me each season of Gilmore Girls. Someone ask, is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? Did they appear in 1, 2, 3, or 5? Or 6 or 7? Was it in the original series? No. Okay, so it wasn't in the original series. And it was worn by Lorelai, and they were boots. That's all we really know about them. It was not season 1. It was not in the original series. Which means it's in a year in the life. Is it fall? Yes, it is fall. They were worn in fall by Lorelai. So a year in the life, yes. Now, hiking boots. Yes. Do we know the brand of hiking boots that she wore? Do you guys know the brand? If we don't know the brand, then Hillary wins. If we know the brand, you get extra points for the brand. It was in fall. Fall, it has been confirmed that it is in fall. It is Lorelai. There was no season 8. Sadly, we did not get picked up. That's a sore spot. No, I'm just kidding. Did not season 8. Oh, yeah, someone left a piece of furniture outside. It's so sad when things get left outside. And then you think, why? So it's a pair of boots. They are hiking boots. If we can figure out the brand, then you can get extra bonus points for the brand. There wasn't a season 8. Wah, wah. Yeah. Do you guys, yes or no, do you know the brand? Just say yes, I know the brand, or no, I don't know the brand, because then we'll just move on. Because I'll tell you the brand. It was kind of a story point that they were a brand, but I don't know if you actually had. Yes, it was those boots. Do you guys know the brand or no? I'll tell it to you. Okay, so the brand of boots she wore were Danner boots. It was a whole thing because in the movie, everybody wore these Danner boots. And we used them as product placement. So it was like we had a ton of them. That's all right. Okay, Everyone put a 1 in the chat and start asking your questions. Put a 1 in the chat, and as soon as you do that, start to ask your questions about what this next thing, item, person, place, who, what, where, when, or why of Gilmore is. Oh, Grandview. You got it. Start to ask your questions, friends. Start to ask your questions. Come on, kiddo. Let's go. Is it a shoe? Very, very, it is not a shoe. Just FYI. Usually, if I do one thing, I don't generally do it for the next question. So get back to the bigger list of what is it? Is it a person, place, a thing, an object? That's all right. Is it an event? No. Is it a person? No. Katie, are you peeing? You are peeing. Is it a food? No. Maybe go back up to the bigger question. Is it a person, place, a thing? Who, what, where, when, why? You know, those kind of questions. And then narrow it down to what it might be. Is it a car? Is it a shirt? Nope. 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 None of those things. But you might want to figure out, is the next one a thing? It is a thing. So things that will help you figure out what this thing is figuring out who did it belong to? Where did we see it? Those kind of things. Is it a car? No. Is it a shirt? No. Is it a phone? No. Is it a thing? It is a thing. Katie, every time you do that. Katie, come on. You're not barking. I mean, you're barking. Is it something you can hold? Yes. Hello from Alaska. But then again, you can hold a refrigerator. I'm just saying. Just know. Maybe ask, is it easy to move? Does it move? Is it a reference? No. Is it an animal? No. Is it your dog? It will never be my dog, but this is my dog. My dog is like, what are they saying, Katie? Is it a house? No. Is it bigger than a human? No. No, it is not bigger than a human. Is it a building? No. Maybe think about who it belongs to. You know, maybe think about that. Figure out how big it is. It's a really good thing. So far, we do not know how big it is. Oh my gosh. What its dimensions might be. Is it an apartment? No. Is it an instrument? No. Is it a tool? No. Sorry, I've got to pick up some poop from this one who decided that this would be the opportune time. And I will kindly not show it to you. I don't think you really want to see it. Is it useful for a car? No. No. Does it belong to Luke? No, but I like where you're going with it. You should figure out who owns it. Or figure out who it's been in the scene with. Figure out. Those are 2 questions. If I were you, I would try to figure out how big it is and who it's been in a scene with. I showed a picture of dog poop and you said, does it belong to Lorelai? It does not belong to Lorelai. But you can figure out who it's been in a scene with. Can you move it with one hand? Yes. Is it a hammer? No. Is it useful? I mean, it's useful. Yeah, everything is useful. It is not a hammer, but I see where you're going with that. It is not pink and fuzzy. It's not a pink and fuzzy hammer. Can you move it with one hand? You absolutely can move it with one hand. Does Lorelai use it? Yes. She does use it. But you might want to figure out who it belongs to and where we see it. I think that'll help you. Is it bigger than an arm? No. It's not bigger than an arm. Now remember, just because it sounds like you might know enough about it, you probably still don't know enough about it. Is it part of something? No. It's not part of something. Is it electronic? No, it is not. Is it a pencil? No. Is it a marker? No. Is it a crayon? No. Instead of asking, is it a pencil, marker, or crayon, next time ask, can you write with it? And then that would narrow down those three answers. Is it a book? Christopher, it is a book. Now you have to figure out whose book it is. Good job, Christopher. Good job. And thank you for the hiding, Ash. For those of you who have not already done it, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying this, if you haven't already done it. I feel like everybody has. Is it Max's book? It is Max's book. Do we know the title of that book? If you know the title of that book, put it in the chat right now. If you know the title, we are looking for the title of Max's book. Put it in the chat. Did she read it? I'm not exactly sure she read it. I think she tried to read it. Knowing Lorelai, she probably did read it. But if you know the name of that book, and I'm pretty sure that a few of you do know the name of that book. Did Lorelai read it? It is Swan's Way. Ding, ding, ding. It is Swan's Way. Oh my gosh, you have a trash can. I love that. Trash can on the block. That's awesome. Ding, ding, ding. Put a 1 in the chat. Hillary got it, followed by Falcon Maria. Okay. Oh, wow. They must have lost their porch when the storm hit, because their house did not look like this before. Wow. They must have had some serious damage. Either that or they have been remodeling, which also might be the case. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Put a 1 in the chat. Start asking your questions about the next Who, what, where, when, and why of Gilmore. Okay, I've got it. I know exactly what we're doing. I know exactly what it is. Is it an event? I'm going to go with yes. It is an event. But not maybe in the way you're thinking. You might want to figure out when it is. That'll help you figure out. Is it an event? Oh my God, Katie and I are walking like a slug right now. And I don't know why we're walking so slow. But there's no way. We're just gonna go this way. Did it happen in real life? No. It did not happen in real life. We're talking about everything that happened. Does it happen every year? No, it does not happen every year. Most events on Gilmore Girls do not happen more than 1 year. Did it happen at New Year's? No. Christmas? No. Halloween? No. Hello. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. It's who, what, where, when, and why of Gilmore. We have so far determined that what I'm thinking is an event, but we don't know when. Is it a wedding? No. Is it a party? No. Maybe you might want to figure out when. When did this occur? What episode did occur? Did it occur in multiple episodes? It is not MLK Jr. That would not be something that I don't think we ever had. We never had, like, we didn't celebrate holidays on Gilmore Girls. Ever, really? Very rare. Come on, Katie, let's get through this light. Is it a storm? I don't remember us having a storm on the show either. It's not something that happened in real life. It's something that happened on Gilmore Girls. Does it happen in season 1? Yes. Now figure out when in season 1. When in season 1 does it happen? Quickly go see. Was it episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4? Ask those questions until you get to the episode that it occurred in. Is it a fun event? Yeah, I mean, it's meant to be fun. Is the person having fun? I don't know. You can also ask who got to be in the scene. Did it happen in episode 13? No, not episode 13. It wasn't America voting. It has nothing to do with voting. It's Gilmore Girls. There's only one scene where there's voting. But that's a good idea. It's not season 2. It's not season 3. It happens in season 1. It happens in season 1. So we want to figure out does it happen? In which episode does it happen? What episode does it happen of season 1? So you can ask each one. You go episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, all the way up until 22 or 21. Did it happen in the first half of season 1? Yes. Now narrow it down by maybe just asking what all the episodes of that first season, the first half of the season. Yeah, I did too. I just deleted them. Thank you. I appreciate it. Was it in episode 1? Yes, it was in episode 1. So episode 1, season 1, an event that happens in episode 1, season 1. Now, if it's still stumbling you, figure out what character, or if there were multiple characters, experienced this event. And that might help you out. Figure out, was it the first Friday night dinner? No, it was not. Come on, Katie, let's go home. Okay, what other thing happened in the first episode of Gilmore Girls? Here, come here. Was Lorelai in it? No. Oh, thank you. Lorelai was not in it. No, there were only a few different characters that it could be if this was episode 1. So, start guessing. Go on. You can go in. Inside. Okay. God, I feel like I'm in this like lull. Face reveal. Ah, no. Was Lane in it? Yes. Lane was in it. An event, season 1, episode 1. Lane was in it. Those are mine, Katie. Glad that ended up right there. Lane was in it. What was the event that Lane was in season 1, episode 1? Good night, Christopher. Or good day. I'm not sure what time of day it is for you. Was it the hayride? It was the hayride. Ding, ding, ding. The hayride is correct. The hayride is correct. Everyone put a 1 in the chat. We're going to be live for exactly the time that we need to be live for. Woo! It's bright. But we're going to add the assistance of TikTok so we can get the next ones quicker. So if you're on TikTok and would like to join us on TikTok, I'm going to be starting TikTok in just a second.
We have beautiful national parks in this country. Of course, you know, Yellowstone National Park. We have Yosemite National Park. We also have the Great Smoky Mountains. And, of course, we have the beautiful Grand Canyon. But what you might not know is we actually have 433 separate sites that are considered national parks, which encompass about 85 million acres of conservation land across the country. But now, President Trump is on the hunt.
So horrible. Oh God, sorry. So sorry. We're gonna go live on TikTok at the same time, but let me just check messages. Okay. We have the next one in my pocket. Are you ready to play the next one? The who, what, when, where, and why of Gilmore. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game tonight. We have 2 more that I've already pre-written. We're going to be playing until this hits an hour. on TikTok. On YouTube. We're going to be doing this real quick. And I'm starting the live on YouTube at the same time. Oh, gosh. Hello. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to be making a video. Trying to make a YouTube. Okay. So we're doing this. Okay. We're doing this. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are, RN. I think that you are a troll, so we're just going to remove you. Sorry. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. Okay, friends. Playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. We're live both on TikTok and YouTube right now. My name is Valerie. I was a Keyset customer on Gilmore Girls, and I share a lot of fun facts from behind the scenes. Please be sure to share this live. We're only going to be playing on YouTube for about another 10 minutes. We've got one thing. I am thinking of something. It's a who, what, where, when, and why. Start by putting a 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're hearing my messages and that you are going to participate on our Gilmore Girl guessing game. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're going to participate. If you are a troll, you will be removed. Put a 1 in the chat. I see that people on TikTok are 1, 1, 1. Awesome. As soon as you see the 1, we will be removing you, my friend. Not so much friend. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, no trolls tonight. Okay, so start asking your questions about what this object or person or place or thing or event or quote or reference or something we see or something we don't see is. Start asking your questions. As soon as I see the questions, I will answer those questions. Is it a place? No, it is not a place. It is not a place. Is it a person? No, not a person. Is it a quote? No. Is it a reference? No. It is an object. Yes. Alaya and Arya both, yes. Sorry. Is it in Stars Hollow? Yes. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. Oh my god, those Girl Scout cookies are awesome. They came to our house. Oh, I should freeze them? It is an object. It is in Stars Hollow. How many episodes was it in? The question for you to ask is, was it in? And then tell me how many episodes you think it might be in or would want to ask in. Or ask it in a different way. That's not a question. It's not a yes or no question. Is it in the Gilmore house? No. Yes, it is good to know. Was it in episode 1? No. Is it in Luke's? No. It is in Stars Hollow. We know that, but maybe... Oh, you would need to ask a yes or no question. It is in Stars Hollow. Is it in Miss Patty's? No. Is it inside or outside? That's a good question, but ask one question at a time. Is it in a place in Stars Hollow? I mean, it's in Stars Hollow, but is it inside a building? No, it is not inside a building. Was it in one episode or a few? Was it in one episode? Yeah. How about this? Ask it this way. Was it only in one episode? And I would say yes, it was only in one episode. Was it inside? No. Was it at Mrs. Kim's? No. Is it at the gazebo? Yes. Does it have wheels? Technically, technically it's not supposed to. But did it? Yes. Is it bigger than a coffee maker? But did we see the wheels? Technically, we sort of saw the wheels, but we weren't supposed to see the wheels. Is it bigger than a coffee maker? Yes, it is. Can it be held in a hand? I mean, everything can be held in a hand, but would it fit in your hand? No. Would it fit in your hand? No. Blunt card and Aria, ding, 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 and Heather, ding, ding, ding. You got it right with the sleigh ride, the sled. You guys said it in 3 different ways. Is it the horse and carriage? Yes. Kirk stand when they change it. No. Okay. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat, everyone. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're hearing this and that you are going to play the next one. We still have 1 more that we can play on YouTube. Actually, we have 2 more we can play. Hello, everyone. Welcome over on TikTok. We got 14 people actively participating over on TikTok and 22 people silent as a mouse over on YouTube. It's kind of funny. Okay, start to ask your questions. We're playing a who, what, where, when, and why of Gilmore Girls. If you're a Gilmore Girl fan, you'll know exactly how to play this game. Like you'll be able to play this game quite easily. If you're not, it might not. Is it a person? No, it is not a person. Is it a person? No, it is not a person. Is it a place? No, it is not a place. It is not a place. It is not a place. I said it 3 times because 3 different people said it. Is it a thing? No. Is it an object? No. Is it Babette's house? Start by trying to figure out what it is. And then go. It's not a reference, but it is a quote. Is it a scene? No, it is a quote. Is it a mood? Kind of, but it's a quote. Is it a mineral? No, it is not a mineral. Where is it? No, it doesn't make sense. Is it a quote by Lorelai? No. Hello, Mr. Essex. Is it in a movie? We're doing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. And it appears, or it might not appear in Gilmore Girls, but it is a quote. Is it a quote by Luke? No. It is not a quote by Luke. At least I don't think so. It's definitely not a quote by Luke. Was it said by a main character? No. No. Figure out like where the scene where the scene took place. Is it a quote by Emily? No. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. Is it from season 1? No. Is it a quote by Marty? No. Is it season 6? I don't think it was season 6. It could have been season 6, but I don't remember. I don't think it was season 6. Although it might have been season 6. I'm so hard to figure it out. I don't remember exactly what season it was, but it you can ask a different question and you might be able to get there. I did enjoy Gilmore Girls. Did the character have a recurring role? It wasn't a character. The one that said the quote did not have a recurring role. Is it a quote by Jess? No. Is it Jess's dad? No. Okay, so the best way to do this one would be to guess where the quote was said and then figure out who said it. It's fine. It doesn't matter who said it, but where we were, because I think you'd be able to get it from that. I watched the episode where the school girls falls in love with the tall guy. Wow, Mr. Essex, you're so good. You watched an episode for us? Did you like it? Was it set in California? No. Was it set in Stars Hollow? No. It was not set in Stars Hollow. Was it a known guest star? No. Was it set inside the hospital? No. Was it in the episode of Foes? No. Is it from an animal? No. Was it set in Yale? No. Let me make sure Is it after Rory dropped out of Yale? I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly the timing. We're playing a Gilmore Girl guessing game. Right now we're trying to guess a quote. First, we have to figure out who said it, but we might not be able to figure out who because it's probably not someone that you would know. We know that much. It's not a main character. But I think if you figure out where this quote was said, then we'll be able to figure out who said the quote. Yay for you guys. It's not what I normally watch, but I gotta play games. Well, I appreciate you gotta play games. By the end, you'll get it. Well, the next one will be something from the first that you might be able to guess from an episode. Was it in regards to the Life and Death Brigade? No. Was it said at a restaurant? No. Was it in Mrs. Kim's Antique? It was not in Stars Hollow at all, and it was not in the Gilmore Mansion at all. Read the quote once more. Oh, we don't know what the quote is. You're trying to guess what the quote is. Is it the lady who owned the Cheshire Cat? No. Was it said at Chilton? No. So we're trying to guess what quote I'm thinking of. We know that not a normal person said it. Was it at the bride's store? No. Was it at Yale? No. Was it said at Chilton? No. Was it said at Hartford? No. Was it said at the end of the conversation? No. It was something that created a conversation, maybe. Was it the guest star's first time? Technically, no. Was it said at Suki's wedding? No. Was it said in Boston? No. Was it said in New York? No. Was it said in, did Suki say it? No. Was it said in Martha's Vineyard? No. Was it said on an airplane? No. Was it said at Honor's wedding? No. Was it said at the end of a conversation? No. Was it a sarcastic remark? No. Was it said in England? No. Was it said at Stanford Gazette? No. Was it said during Emily and Richard Rory's trip? No. Was it said in California? No. Was it said in New York? No. Was it said during a trip? Kinda. It's technically not a trip, but this one's really tough. This is why I have a lot of people in here trying to help with this one. We're trying to think of a quote from Gilmore Girls. Was it said in Paris? No. Was it said in Europe? No. Was it said at Lorelei's bachelorette party? No. Is it memorable enough to be on a curtain? Maybe, but not as memorable as what you guys think. Was it said during a hike? No. Okay. I'm going to give you one other way to get there. Who was present when this quote was said? We can get there that way. Okay, ask who was present when the quote was said. That's another way you can ask. But you have to give me, was so-and-so present? Okay, I'll ask your questions right here. Was it said by a girl or a boy or an object? You have to have one question at a time. One yes or no. Was it with the bus with Luke and April? No. When Paris and Roy went on spring break? No. Marzana, no, Mr. Essex, no. The hotel and Emily and Lorelai go to? No. Was it said in a bed and breakfast? No. Good evening? No. Was Luke there when it was said? Yes. Was Jess there? No. But was Luke there and who else was there? Was Rory present? No. Was it a main character? No. Was Luke present? Yes. Was Rory present? No. Was Lorelai there? No. Was April present? No. Was Rory present? No. Was Babette present? No. Is a quote a different language than English? I don't know how to answer this, but sort of, maybe, kind of. Was it said by Luke's sister? Yes. But it was actually someone else said it and then said by Luke's sister. Yes. But where were they? That might help you. Where were they if you haven't figured it out yet? Was it said at Logan's house? No. Was Luke's brother-in-law there? Yes, he was. Was Taylor there? No. Luke and his sister? Yes. Was Mia present? No. Was the customer saying it? No. Oh, probably. Not really. Was TJ present? Yes. The Renaissance Fair? Yes, it was at the Renaissance Fair. Is it quote? The quote is huzzah. The actual quote that I was looking for was just huzzah. But I will give it to you, Susie Q, and everyone else that just came up with it. Good job, guys. Everyone put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you heard this by putting a 1 in the chat. The next one, we have one last game. One last game. We'll keep YouTube going because I had picked out 7 questions. And if you want to hear the earlier ones, please check out my YouTube. I've been going live every day that I can go live, that I remember to go live. And we've been playing this little guessing game. It's not as fun as on TikTok because you guys are all here helping out. Now start to ask your question about the who, what, when, where, and why of Gilmore Girls. Some of these objects or things or people or references are things that we see. Some of them are things we don't see. Is it a person? No. Hello, Maria. Thank you for coming from YouTube. Was it a character? No. Is it a person? No. Is it someone? No. Is it a place? No. Is it a place? No. The Heart Alive, y'all. Is it a place? No. Is it a clothing item? No. Is it a place? No. Is it an object? Yes, it is an object. Alaya, it is an object. Pixie, it's an object. Is it a piece of clothing? No. Is it a song? No. Is it a quote? No. It is not a quote. Good job over there to ask. Is it a big object? I'd say it's okay. It's not giant, but it's an object. Is it a rock? Okay, wait, let me go up. Oh, you guys are like cornucopia. No. Is it Luke's boat? No. Is it antique? Is it an antique? Not really. Is it a rocket? No. Is it object popular in the show? Yeah, maybe. Is it a book? No. Is it located in Stars Hollow? Yes. Is it the monkey lamp? No. Is it an art piece? No. Is it food? No. Is it inside a home? No. Is it a car? No. Is it a book? No. Is it reoccurring? Yeah, we see it every episode pretty much. Taylor's from Taylor's store? No. Is it an indoor object? No. Is it a stationary object? Yes. Oh, and that's over from YouTube. Is it a cup? No. I'm looking over on YouTube. There's not as many over there on YouTube. Is it an indoor object? No. Is it the dogs in Emily's basement? No. Is it food? No. Is it bigger than a chair? Yes. Not really. Is it in prop? I don't know what that means. Is it in Stars Hollow? Yes. Is it an art piece? No. Is it the Viking? I don't know what that is. Is it the clown pillow? No. Is it a hard object? Yes. It is. You could not punch it. Is it reoccurring? Yes. Is it a gazebo? No. Is it a post box? No. Is it a coffee cup? No. Is it the gazebo? No. It's not the gazebo. Is it a Stars Hollow sign? Is it the Stars Hollow sign? No. Is it the gazebo? No. Is it a hat? No. Is it the gazebo? No. Is it Luke's notepad? No. Is it Rory's yellow bag? No. Is it the scales outside Luke's? No. Okay. Is it the phone at the hotel? No. Is it the town sign? No. Is it the street light? Okay, what I want you guys to do really quick, instead of trying to figure out what object it is, instead of saying the town sign or very specific thing, go backwards. Don't attach a name of a character to it yet. Okay? Don't specify what it is. Maybe ask what it's made of and how it functions, okay? Is it Hello Kitty stationery? No. Is it in Luke's? No. Is it the wedding thing? No, it's not the hoopah. Is it a coffee cup? No. Is it at Kim's Antiques? No. Is it Stars Hollow sign? No. Is it to be sat on? No. Is it the scale outside Luke's? No. Is it Lorelai's car? Can it be picked up? No. I mean, technically anything, well, I mean, and no, it cannot be picked up technically. It never gets picked up. Is it a gnome? No. Is it in Luke's? No. Can you touch it? You can, but nobody does touch it. I've never seen anyone touch it. Wait, it's in Taylor's grocery store. No, it's outside. We know it's outside. We know it's outside in Stars Hollow. Is it a chair? Is it attached to something? Yes, it is attached to something. Is it the no phone sign? No, because it's actually not inside and it doesn't have anything to do with Luke's. We're guessing a Gilmore Girl object. Is it the Jeep? No. Is it the fruit stand outside Dosie's? No. Is it inside Luke's? No. Can you fit it in a backpack? No. Does the main character use it? Not really. Is it a sign? It is a sign. I wonder which sign it is. There are many signs in Stars Hollow, so start guessing different sets of signs. Is it in Luke's? No. Is it attached to something? Yes. Can it be held? I mean, anything you can hold pretty much anything, right? You can hug a building, but you're not going to lift it up. I mean, you could. Guys, it's smaller than a chair, hard, and in every episode. Is it made of metal? No. Is it a bright color? No. Is it made of metal? No. Is it something you can get into? No. How does it function? You have to yes or no questions only. Is it in every episode? Pretty much. Can it be played? No. What are we guessing? Is it made of wood? Yes, it is made of wood. Does the carpet, oh, geez. Let's get this go. Is it a fire exit sign? No, it is not. You might actually be able to guess this one, Mr. Essex. You've seen an episode. Is it made of wood? Is it a background prop? No. Is it a hardware sign? No. Is it something in the town square? Not in the town square. Is it the fruit stand? No. Is it alive? No. Does it have text on it? Yes, it does have text on it because it is a sign. And it is a sign, but figure out which building. Is it in every season? Yes. Is it outside of Dosey's? No. Does it hold something? No. Is it seen many times? Yes, all the time. Was it in season 1? Yes. Is it on the ground? No. Is it a hardware sign? No. Is it the hardware sign? No. Is it Al's Pancake World? No. Does it hold things? No. Is it Luke's sign? No. Is it a sign of a business? Yes, it is a sign of a business. Ding, ding, ding. Hannah, couch, the dance studio sign. Yes, it is the dance studio sign. And Maria Alex, you got it with Miss Patty. It's the Miss Patty's dance studio sign. Both of you guys got it. You guys got it. There's a bunch of people I'm sure that got it after that. There's 62 people in here, and you guys, I was going in order. I know you finally got it. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to scroll down. We're going to play one more. I'm going to think of one more thing. We're going to end YouTube. If you guys are on YouTube, please pop over on TikTok. My name is the same over on TikTok. And for those of you over on TikTok, please do me a favor. Do me the hugest favor that you could possibly do in the world. I'm trying to monetize over on YouTube. And if you can just follow me on YouTube so that you can play one of these games with me during the week when you're at work. I've got a bunch of them recorded, and they're not as fast. They're much slower because I don't have as many people interacting. I'm going to do one thing. Is it a dance studio sign? You finally got it, Mr. Essex. Okay. But please follow me over on YouTube and at least watch 1 hour and just play with along. There's more trolls over on YouTube. There's trolls over on YouTube. Okay, we're going to pop out on YouTube. We're going to play this last one over on TikTok. Good night, YouTube. Good night, good night. Make sure to follow me here and everywhere. Bye-bye. Bye, Mr. Essex and Catherine. Here we go. Okay, friends, I have to think of